Hello, welcome to class. And first of all, let me introduce you myself. That I'm Shugufta Naaz. You can call me Naaz. And today we are going to learn about perimeter and area. All right. So I hope everybody is ready and everybody is having their notes copy and stationaries along with them. Perfect. So today we are going to learn about math's most important topic, perimeter and area. What do we understand about perimeter and what do we understand about areas and where what all areas where we have to have application on these two concepts? We'll be learning that today. All right. So I hope everybody is ready with their stationaries and pencil and notes copies. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to share my whiteboard. It will take just few seconds. Meanwhile, be ready. All right. I hope whiteboard is visible on your screen. Give me a thumbs up if it is clear. All right. Thanks. So today we are going to cover perimeter and area topic. So by perimeter, what do we understand? Let's understand that first. Perimeter means boundary line. Boundary line of any particular figure. For example, if we talk about rectangle figure right now, all right. So if we talk about rectangular figure, so here it is. I will just remove this first of all. So here, whatever the figure we are having over here on screen, here we are talking about the boundary line of this figure, right? As you can see, only outer line or the boundary line of this figure is being highlighted. So we will be talking about in perimeter, we will be talking about the measurement or length, breadth of rectangle. All right. In perimeter, we will be talking about measurement like length, breadth of this figure rectangle. I hope it is clear. Now, if we talk about area, what does area tells us about? Let's understand this. What does area tells? Area tells about the covered surface area. Covered area. What's that? Let me show you a figure over here. Like, if we are having a rectangle and which is having all the area covered with all the area covered. The whole area of this figure is covered properly. That's what we call area. Suppose if we are putting a book on this table, like suppose if I'm putting a book is like this, I'm putting it on table. So how much area that book is actually covering? That's what we are going to learn in area concepts. Okay, what surface area? What surface is that figure is let that particular thing is actually covering. That's what we are going to learn about area concepts. So basically we have discussed that, okay, what we are having today, perimeter and area. So for that, where we need to have like where we are going to apply all these concepts for the measurement of for the measurement of length, breadth, for perimeter, all right, or boundary line for perimeter, all right, and where we are going to learn about area, like it will be measurement of surface area covered, all right, it will be measurement of surface area covered by any particular object. So here we are having several shapes. What all shapes we are going to learn about? It can be rectangle, it can be square, it can be your circle, it can be like mostly we are figuring out like mostly we are having questions of rectangle and square only, circle, and it can be like parallelogram, pentagon, or any other polygon, triangle, any other things, right? So now let's talk about what all formulas and how we are going to deal with these questions. Okay, so I'm going to share screen for the chapter of perimeter and area. There we will be learning, there we will be having some concepts on perimeter and area. All right. So what is perimeter? First of all, we will talk about perimeter. As right now we have discussed that perimeter talks about the boundary line. What does it talks about? Boundary line of anything. Okay. So let's talk about perimeter. Do you remember what the perimeter of a closed plane figure is? Let us refresh our understanding. Now let's understand and refresh what concept we have learned in perimeter in previous classes or previous standards. Perimeter of any closed figure, plane figure, is actually the distance covered along its boundary. Okay, when you go around it once. So wherever we are having a figure and we are just going round that figure once, that's what we are calling is like we are just covering the boundary line. That's here, there where we are actually taking the total length of figure. Okay. All right. For example, any polygon we can say or any closed figure. So perimeter actually deals with the any closed figure, any closed polygon. It doesn't deals with any open figure. This is point number one. We have to keep in our mind. Okay. So perimeter is basically like perimeter of a polygon is basically the sum of the lengths of it all sides. Whatever polygon we are having, we will have to have sum of the lengths of all the sides of that perimeter, that polygon. Is that clear? All right. So here what we have learned, what point we have learned, any polygon who is a closed figure, polygon is always a closed figure, any closed figure of any polygon, when we have to find out the perimeter of that polygon or that closed figure, we just have to find out the sum of all the sides of the that polygon. Okay, sum of the lengths of all sides. Now, what does we understand about perimeter of a rectangle? Here we are having a figure of rectangle. What a perimeter of rectangle will be sum of the lengths of its four sides. Okay, so here we are having point A, that is point B, point C, and point D of a rectangular figure. Okay, it is having A, B, C, D vertex or corners over here, right? How we can find out the perimeter or the length of the boundary line of this perimeter, this rectangle? So we will just have, what we will do, perimeter of this rectangle will be sum of the lengths of its four sides. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. Right? How we will find out that length? We are having names of the vertices, right? So first of all, side AB will be calculated and will be noted down. Side BC length will be noted down. While CD length will be noted down and side DA length will be noted down. So when we will add all of them, then we will actually be having the sum of the lengths of its sides. All right. For example, here we are noting down AB plus BC plus CD plus DA. So we are going to put down the values of AB, BC, CD and DA. Right. So what is the value of AB? 12 centimeter. BC, see actually the opposite sides of a rectangle size length measurements are same. So BC will be equal to AD or DA. Okay. So we will be writing 8 centimeter because BC will be also 8 centimeter. And here 12 centimeter measurement for DC. Okay. Again CD we will be having 12 centimeter and DA again we will be having 8 centimeter. All right. So here we are having 24 plus 8, 8, 16. Again, we will be writing like sum of these two, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3, 4, 40 centimeter as the, therefore, perimeter of rectangle ABCD will be 40 centimeter. Is that clear? ABCD will be 40 centimeter. This is what we are having as perimeter of rectangle. So we are having this method as normal method to add on the sum of, to make sum of all the sides of a rectangle. All right. So basically we will be having two methods actually to find out the perimeter of rectangle. What will be those methods? Let's discuss that. Formula method, or we can say like this, like perimeter of rectangle will be having two methods. Okay. Sum of all sides, and second method will be formula method. One method is sum of all sides and second method will be formula method. All right. So here what we will be doing, what is sides, sum of all sides method we have already done. Now we will do formula method. Okay. So what does formula method tells actually? So sum of all sides, what we have done, if we are having a rectangle and the sides are A, B, C and D. So we'll be having perimeter of rectangle equals to sum of sides equals to AB plus BC plus CD plus DA, right? This is how we have found out. We found that perimeter of rectangle. And the second method will be perimeter of rectangle by formula method. So what will be that formula? Here if we are having a rectangle names A, B, C and D. So how we are going to have formula of that? Okay. Formula says perimeter of rectangle equals to 2 multiplied by length plus breadth. Okay. We are multiplying 2 and length will be, suppose we are having 12 centimeter over here and 5 centimeter over here. 5 centimeter and 12 centimeter. So we will be writing length of one side. Okay. The length 12 centimeter plus 5. Alright. It will be 2 multiply 12 plus 5. 5, 6, 7, 1. 17. Alright. So now we are going to have multiplication of 17 from 2. 2 7 times 14, 2 1 times 2, 3. 34 centimeter. Alright. So what we have yet? Perimeter of rectangle and in from formula method and from sum of all sides method. Right? The best method, what I can suggest, that formula method is the best method we can have. Okay? Right? So therefore, what we are having for final answer? Therefore, perimeter of rectangle ABCD equals to 34 centimeter answer. Alright? Clear? So this is all about perimeter, what we have learned so far. Now let's jump on the next topic, which we are having area. Why we need to have area? Why we need to learn area topic? See, basically, if we have to put tiles on floor, for that we don't have to find out the perimeter, right? For boundary line, for putting boundary line, we will measure the length of the all throughout the sides and then we will find. But what about when we have to put the tiles on the whole floor of a room? What we will do? We will actually find out the area of that room and according to the area, with the same measurement of that area of that room, we'll be actually putting that much number of tiles over it, right? So for that, we have to find out area of that particular figure or whatever required things. It can be floor, it can be walls, it can be a table. On a tabletop, we just have to cover some papers, right? So any application will be there. How area we will find? See, perimeter for any polygon, perimeter concept is same. Only different polygons are having different formulas. Right now we have covered perimeter of rectangle, right?